Hey, whether you're a man or a woman, it seems like we're really paying a lot of attention as to how to keep our hair, and not only that, the best products to use to maintain that healthy, vibrant look. So today, we chat to the lovely SINOVUYO Mondliwa about her very innovative SATIN DOEK collection. SINOVUYO, welcome to the loft.
Hello, how are you?
Girl, I am good, but more than ever, I'm so excited to find out about this idea of yours, because not only are we just huge fans of you as an influencer and content creator, but more than anything, that business mind. I mean, I really have to just tap into that. So tell me more about how you got your idea for Love Kinks, and how did it all begin?
So Love Kinks started 4 years ago. I was helping my followers with information about how to take care of their natural hair. And then it went on to needing more and more information. It moved over to YouTube. Then from YouTube, it moved over to masterclasses. And now I'm in the product formulation stage. So before the products came, I wanted to deal directly with the issue of our hair drying out overnight. Because when you wake up and your hair is dried out by a cotton pillowcase, you're already starting 5 steps behind. So the satin pillowcases and the satin DOEKS keep your moisture retained overnight. They reduce the tangling in your hair. They keep your skin moisture retained overnight. So already when you wake up, you're already a few steps ahead before you start hydrating and moisturizing your hair. That's how Love Kinks started.
Now, with recently launching the satin DOEKS after the pillowcases, what challenges did you face during lockdown with the manufacturing to deliveries? And then, of course, how did you overcome these challenges?
So during lockdown, I actually launched the DOEK. So the DOEK ended up upselling the pillowcases. So more pillowcases were selling and thousands of DOEKS were selling. I wasn't prepared for this because previously I was selling about 40 to 50, items a month. So now I had to deal with volume. I had to then move over into an e-commerce setup where I've got a website where people can buy, because getting 1,000 emails in a day and trying to reply to each email with a quote, so that's up, and then sending banking details just didn't work, because once you lose your customer in the buying process, it's basically over. So to retain more customers, I moved over to e-commerce. Once you're on e-commerce, I had to have a very efficient courier service to get all the products to my people on time. So the courier services let me down. It was hectic. And then it's just contingencies, returning factory fault products, the costs that I incur over that, maybe that weren't put into the business plan, and all of that. So I just learned a lot. My business has grown during lockdown more than it has in the last maybe year before that, because so many things had to be improved so quickly because of the high volumes.
Did you have any self-doubt that this idea could potentially not work out? And if so, did you put a stop to that negativity? As you know, with so many of us, we start something, but we don't finish it due to fear and doubt.
So definitely, this started for me as a passion, trying to satisfy a few people. So when it turned into a business, it was always a business, but I mean, when it turned into a hectic business, I really wasn't ready. And I had these self-doubts, like, do I really want to supply 4,000 people? Don't I just want to supply 100 people? But I was getting messages every day, emails, people calling me through my family saying, no, I need this, I need this. So I had to then talk myself out of that quitting mentality, to tell myself that, no, you can do this. This is what you are called to do. So then I got a lot of counseling from friends, family, and my therapist. I joined therapy a month into the business because I really was not coping. And just like, what if I send a product that's damaged to someone who really believes in me and trusts me? And then my therapist would talk me through things like, even big companies have factory faults. Even big companies sometimes can't satisfy demand. So just as long as every single day you're working towards improving supply, all of that. So my therapist really helped me get out of my head and into a practical implementation of improvements daily.
There seems to be a certain stigma around getting that professional help, whether you're an entrepreneur or a creative. How were you able to, or rather, did you even have any hang-ups within yourself, having to go ask for that help?
Definitely had a lot of hang-ups, and I think personally I use the expense of it all as an excuse. But actually, when I looked deeper into myself, I could afford to go to therapy, but I was just saying, I'm not crazy. I don't need that. I'm a strong Black woman. I can do this by myself. And a very close friend of mine, actually my partner, said to me, please, I've been in therapy for this long. I think this will benefit you. There's answers that me as your partner, or your friends, or your dad and your mom can't give you, that a person who has studied psychology can then help you with. My idea of what it is now has completely changed.
Absolutely. Now, if you had one ultimate piece of advice to those starting or thinking of starting a business, what would it be?
You need to have a business plan. A business plan is basically the framework that you will work under. You can always tweak things as you go, but you need that heading that says, when these things happen, what are your contingency plans? When this happens, what do you do? Just something that helps you along the way. Because now you'll encounter issues along the way that if you had just sat down and done a business plan for a month, you would have already had plans on how you would tackle that in future. So a business plan is essential. You need to do a business plan before you start.
Absolutely, that is key. Thank you so much, SINOVUYO Mondliwa, for coming through, not only as a content creator, but giving your product some light and the idea behind it and how you were able to overcome all those challenges. We appreciate you, but we'll definitely also be touching base on social media. Bye.
So much.
Now, don't let your fears or your hair define you from being successful and being your authentic self. For more information on SINOVUYO and her DOEKS, please check out her social media.